What's up, fellow dog men, fellow dog ladies? We have had to do some renovations to the kennels. I thought the banding, this stuff right over here, this banding I thought was going to be cheap reinforcement for the walls. Right, put it like every foot or so, you know, and it was gonna be good reinforcement. Well, I will tell you, life is a whole lot of trial and error. These kennels are a prototype, so what happened was I was feeding Stomper and his son Debo side by side, and they went at it through the fence, even though it's double fenced. The wire has gotten hot and cold and hot and cold, and it's stretched. So I was going to put the banding in there. Well, they were biting on the banding, and it was cutting their teeth, their gums. I mean, pretty bad. I mean, it's not sharp, but anyway, I'm going to take it all out. And so now, here it is, I don't know, 10:30 at night, but doing a fence on top of a fence. At least it's all framed out. May not look the greatest, but it is not going anywhere. I mean, so now we have a layer of fence, 2 more layers behind it, and then we're doing the same on the other side. So it'll eventually look like this, and there's actually 1, 2, 3, and then 4, 5, 6 layers in between them. But this is a pretty good. And you notice how I offset it, so now I feel a little bit better about maybe a foot not going through there. I pulled it through some of the ones, so it's like 3 layers of fence right there. But it's a cheap fix because these lumber tubes, I doubled them and sandwiched the fence in between it. But they're only $2 each for a 1x2 by 8 foot long. And it just so happens that it ended right where I needed it to, which is right in front of the doghouse. So if you look how I did this, yeah, they got their little deck up here where they can lay. But there's always a doghouse and then a deck and then a doghouse and a deck, so they can't get on the deck and fight each other through the fence there, because there's a doghouse in the way. So if one's over here, the other one's got to be on top of the doghouse, really. But it's still double walled. I may come back, and I did put some banding in here, but it's probably low enough that they don't have to worry about their teeth, them biting it. I really don't look for them to get in that little gap. I mean, it's only probably 5 inches. Probably 5 inches. But yeah, this is it right here. I mean, it's not going anywhere. So there's literally 6 layers of fencing in between them now. Over time, this wire, so it stretches, it gets hot, and plus they've been, hitting on it face to face, for a long time, for over a year now. But these are all trial and error. This is going to be Echo's new kennel. A Stomper next to her. That way, I'm going to take this banding out, put 1 or 2 strips in here, but that way, when I take her off her pups, I can put her right here. And they all have fans and all. I got them all on chains right now because we're working in here. But that way, when I whelp her pups, I can put her right there next door. And she'll still be close to her pups. So I always like to do that when I start to wean the puppies off. I like to keep the mama still right there, close, But yeah. This is the new look. I think it still looks good, I mean, main thing is I didn't want to take anything down. These walls are all sandwiched together in between 1x4s. You nailed every 16 inches under that. So I didn't want to take anything down. The only thing I did was, if I couldn't take the banding down, I made sure I covered it up. Like right here, we left that banding, but they can't get to it. It's behind the wood. And like I said, I still sandwiched them in there. But these little 1x2s, and these are treated. They're only $2 each. So I like them. I feel like that's gonna be it, you know. I feel like it'll be good. And still, you know, trimmed it out all the way around. I think it still looks pretty good. But in the future, if you ever try to do this design that I have, spanning 44 inches, you know, if I had it to do over again, there would be one of these every 12 inches. If I was going 4 foot, I'd have top, bottom, and 2 in the middle being a foot, you know, 1 foot down, 1 foot, etc. But, I mean, I don't think it's too bad. I think it still looks good. If I'd have known all this from the start, I would have put bracing back there already, and I wouldn't have had to buy this extra fencing. But 6 layers of freaking fence with a 4-inch gap in between. I don't think that they'll be able to get to it. I mean, it's not giving at all. So, main thing is, yeah, I could have put a blinder. I could have blocked it off, but in doing that, you block off vision, you block off breeze, wind when it's coming through, and man, if you lock a dog up where all it does is hear noises and it can't actually see, look around, you know, to me, that's just like fucking the definition of insanity. I mean, really, I wouldn't want it. I want them to be able to look around. And the fencing like this, it doesn't block the breeze or the wind when it comes through. So, you know, I like it. It's okay. I think it's a good fix. I think it cost me, I already had the fencing, so I think it cost me like $13 per kennel to fix. I don't think it's bad. I still gotta get this damn extension cord up, but I'll tell you what, guys, if you care about your animals, then you know, you pride yourself in being a dog man, then, you know, make sure that they get hurt, it's their choice, or either it truly is a complete accident, because I couldn't sleep. That's why they're all out on the kennels, on the chains, until I got these kennels fixed. I mean, it was just a few days ago that this happened, and you notice Stomper's bracing's a little different. He has got some food aggression, I tell you. But what I really like about this, I still think it's a good design. All I did was try to span a little bit too far with the fencing, but I mean,